Welcome to BLUEJ for 9th. I am Amit Kumar and this is your 8th tutorial on operators in Java. In the previous tutorial you have discussed about variables, declaration and initialization, output functions, both print and println and their differences, programs on variables and along with the output function, final keyword and program to explain it, type conversion and programs to explain the types of type conversion, that is explicit and implicit type of conversion. This tutorial is basically dealing with operators in Java. We have already studied that operators are one of the tokens available in Java and they are the symbols which perform some operation on the operands, where these operands can be any valid literal or any kind of variable. According to the number of operands, the type of operator can be categorized as unary, binary and ternary operators. These are the basic category of operators in Java. Well, there are different types of operators which belongs to these categories or any of these categories. These operators are arithmetic operators, increment decrement operators, relational operators, logical operators, conditional operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators and shift operators. The bitwise and shift operators are not part of the syllabus. So rest of the operators, let's see them one by one. Arithmetic operators. These operators are used to perform arithmetic operations on the operands like addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. You can see one mod operator, or actually it is known to you as percentage, one percentage symbol you can see. So this is actually mod operator or mod arithmetic operator in Java, which actually performs division. So what's the difference between a division and a mod operator? Actually, division operator performs the division and returns the quotient of the operation, whereas mod operator performs the division and returns the remainder of it. All these arithmetic operators are binary operators. Well, one of the arithmetic operator, that is the minus symbol, can also be used as unary operator, and I will explain that later on with help of a program. The next operator to see is relational operator. There are 6 types of operators under relational operator, which are greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to and equal to. All the relational operators actually compares the operand, and according to the given relation it returns a boolean value, either true or false. The equal to relational operator is actually different from the assignment operator. Sometimes students get confused between them and they treat them as same, but they are different operators. As assignment operator is used to assign value of an expression or of a variable to another variable, equals to operator is used to assign the value, whereas this equal to operator of relational operators is used to compare the values. So we will see the difference of them with help of a program also. So now let's see programs to show the use of arithmetic and to show the use of relational operators one by one. So let's first create a program which will show us the use of arithmetic operators. So like our previous program, I'm going to delete rest of the things and I will just have this simple statement class arithmetic ex, which is the name of the class itself. Though since we are creating an application program, so it will also have this public static void main. And in this program I'm going to show you how to work with different arithmetic operators. For that I'm creating 2 variables, assigning value to each one of them, and then we will perform all the various arithmetic operations on it, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and division for both the cases, for quotient as well as for remainder. Now to see the result, let's minimize it and execute the program. So you can see it is performing the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. When we are dividing for quotient, 10 divided by 4 will give us the quotient 2. It will not give 2.5 because we have already studied when two integers are operated, result will be an integer only and not a floating point number. And similarly it's giving us remainder also, because 10 divided by 4 will give us remainder as 2. So all the arithmetic operators, as I told you, are binary operators and they work on two operands. But let's see, I told you one arithmetic operator can also be used as unary operator, like suppose minus b. Now let's see what is the result of this. So what it is doing, b is 4 actually, and the last statement is what it is doing, it is multiplying minus 1 with it. So what it will do, it will actually negate the value. If the value is a positive number, it will make it a negative one, and if the value is a negative number, it will make it a positive one. Okay, so actually it is not making any change in the value of b itself. Value of b will be 4, but what it is doing, it is multiplying minus 1 to the value of b. If we will store it in b itself, then only it will change the value of b, otherwise it will actually multiply minus 1 to the value of b, and value of b will remain 4 only. It will return the result of the operation, it will not make any change to the b. So to prove that, I am printing the value of b afterwards, and then you can see that the value of b will remain 4. Okay, so value of b will not change until unless we assign any value to it. Now let's see one more program for relational operators. So you can see all the programs that I am creating are application programs till now. We will not create any API class until unless we complete the concept of it. So before creating an API class, few things we should know about a class and objects, and once we are clear about it, we will create an API class. So soon we are going to create an API class, don't worry. In this video series you will understand how to create an API class and how to execute it also. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's create let's copy the code from this program. Sorry, let's copy it, don't cut it. So accidentally I have cut the code. Just copy it and paste it here. The only change is we are going to use relational operators now. So relational operators are greater than, less than. No need to provide space in between. I just provided it to make it more readable. Greater than equals to, less than equals to, not equals to, and the final one is equals to. So I have assigned 10 to A and 4 to B, and let's see the output of it. So first one, 10 greater than 4, of course it's true. 10 less than 4, it's false. 10 greater than equals to 4, it's not equals to, but of course greater than, so it's true. 10 less than equals to is false. 10 is not equals to 4, of course it's true, and 10 is equals to 4 is false. So this relational operator compares the relation and accordingly returns a Boolean value of the operation. So we have seen an example of each arithmetic operators as well as relational operators. The next operator to discuss is logical operator. There are three operators in the logical operator, that are AND, OR and NOT. Two of the logical operators are binary, the first two and an OR, and the NOT operator is unary operator. So logical operators are used to combine relational operations. They are used with the operands of logical operators are booleans. So that's why I'm saying they can be used to combine two relational operations. And OR are used to combine because they are binary operators. But NOT, which is a unary operator, is used to complement the relational operation. How does and OR works? If the two relation that is provided to it, both the relations are true, then AND operator returns a true value. If any of the relation is false, then AND will return a false to it. OR operator returns true if any of the relation is true. If any of the boolean value is true, OR will return a true. If both of them are true, definitely it will return a true. OR will return false if both the relational operation is false. How does NOT works? NOT returns a true if the given relation is false and returns a false if the given relation is true. So it complements the boolean value. So we will understand a logical operator with help of a program, don't worry. The next operator to discuss is increment decrement operator. An increment operator, which is represented by plus plus, and a decrement operator, which is represented by minus minus, are used to increment or decrement the value of a variable by 1. Increment operator is available in two notations, prefix and postfix notation as pre-increment and post-increment. And decrement operator is also used with two notations, prefix and postfix notations as pre-decrement and post-decrement operator. So let's see a program to show you the use of logical operators, and then a program to show you the use of increment and decrement operator. In this program, I am going to create two variables and assigning value to them. And with one println statement, I just wanted to show you that how we can combine two relational operations with help of and with help of OR. You can see that A is greater than B. We know that the condition given over here, A is greater than B, the relation given over here is false for the given value of A and B, because 4 is not greater than 5. So the first relational expression is false. The second one is true for both the cases, for and for OR. But we'll see that here the AND one will return false and the OR one will return true. As I told you, AND will only return true if both of them are true. OR will return true if any one of them are true. So just to show you when and how this and OR works, instead of providing A and B to it, I am providing boolean values to them. For example, 4 operations with and 4 operations with OR. So these 4 operations with and the next 4 with OR. And I am also going to change the values. For example, Here the first one is true, second one is false. Here the first one is false, second one is true. Then both are true, and then both are false. The same cases I am going to apply with OR also. So just copy them and paste and change this AND symbol to OR. So now let's see. You can see the first four are for and when only any one of the condition was false, it is returning false. It is returning true only when both the conditions are true. And if both are false, definitely it will return false. But in case of OR, if any of the condition is true, it is returning true. If both the conditions are true, it is returning true. But if both the conditions are false, it will return false. So for AND, it will return true only when both the conditions are true. And for OR, it will return false only when both the conditions are false. The NOT operator is used with single operand, and as I told you, it complements it. So let's add two more lines or two more print statement, and in both of them I'm going to use this NOT. Let's see what will happen if I will use this NOT symbol after the Boolean value. It's an error. So this NOT symbol should be used before the Boolean value, and it will complement it. So let's see in the output itself. So when I passed true, it is returning false. When I passed false, it is returning true. So these were the logical operators. Now let's talk about increment, decrement. In this program, I am going to use increment and decrement operator both in prefix and postfix notation, and I will also try to explain you the difference between postfix and prefix. Okay, so in this program, this plus plus is known as increment operator, and this minus minus is known as decrement operator. If this operator is used after the variable, then it is post, and if it is used before the variable, then it is pre. So this one is post increment, this one is pre increment, this is post decrement, and this one is pre decrement. So let's see the output of it. As I told you, increment operator increases the value or increments the value by 1. Decrement operator decrements the value by 1. So let's see. The initial value was 10. Before printing the value, I incremented it, so it became 11, and then I again incremented it to 12. Then I decremented it, it became 11 again, and I decremented it again so that it can become 10. So when we will use increment operator, it will increase the value by 1. When we will use decrement operator, it will decrease the value by 1. When the operator is before the operand, it is prefix notation. When the operator is after the operand, it is postfix notation. So you might be wondering, there is no difference between prefix and postfix notation other than their syntax. Actually, their implementation is also different. So to understand it, in the same program, I am going to write few more codes. Of course, by deleting the rest of the code, I need only one. I will work with increment operator with prefix and postfix, and the logic will apply to decrement operator as well. Actually, the prefix or postfix notation of an increment operator or a decrement operator is not will not do any difference until unless we are using a single statement. Like if we are simply incrementing by a plus plus or simply decrementing by a minus minus, so it doesn't matter whether we are using pre or post, both will give the same result. But if this increment operation is part of an expression, then the result will be different. For example, if I write int b is equals to a plus plus and then I try to print the value of a and b, okay, so we might be thinking that the value of a and b both will be 11 right now, but that's not true. Let's see the output. You can see a is 11 while b is still 10. The same program will give you a different output if instead of using a post we will use a pre. So now if I will run the program, output would be something else. Let's see. So both are 11 right now. So let's see the program one more time. Now you can see in this program, when I was using post increment operator, how it was working. Actually, in case of an expression with pre-increment operator, it will increase the value first and then that value, the new value, will be used in the expression. But in case of post increment, it will use the current value in the expression and then it will increment. So just like our prepaid and postpaid connections, in prepaid connection we pay and then we use, in postpaid we use and then we pay. So in pre-increment we increment and then we use, and in post-increment we use and then we increment. Okay, so earlier when it was post-increment, the current value of a was used in the expression, so a was assigned to b and hence b was 10 that time, and then value of a was incremented, so a will become that time 11. So when I was running this program with post-increment operator, it was showing 11 and 10. But when I used pre-increment operator, the value was incremented first, so a became 11, and then the incremented value was used in the expression, so b also became 11 that time. The same logic applies for decrement operator also. So we learned with increment and decrement operator, pre and post actually implements similarly if they are the only statement in the expression. But in case if the pre or post increment or decrement operator is used as part of another expression, then they behave differently. The next operator to discuss is assignment operator. As I told you, assignment operator is an operator used to assign value of an expression or value of a variable or value of a literal to another variable. So whatsoever is on the right hand side of the assignment operator, that value is evaluated first and is assigned to the variable present on the left side of the operator. But assignment operator are also used in a different version known as shorthand assignment operator. Shorthand assignment operator is also known as compound assignment operator because it is combination of assignment operator and another operator with it. Shorthand assignment operators are used as shortcuts for those cases or for those places where the value to be operated or the variable to be operated is also the variable in which we want to assign. In simpler terms, when in an expression the right hand side of the assignment operator and left hand side of the assignment operator are having a common variable, then we can use these shorthand operators. I will show you this with help of an example. The next topic to discuss is precedence of operators. See students, in case in an expression when there are more than one operators present, then we have to decide which operator to be evaluated first. And that is decided according to the precedence of operator. Just like in mathematics, we decide according to BODMAS. Similarly, there is a precedence table available in Java programming and operators are evaluated according to that precedence. I've shown you some of the operators which we are going to use in the precedence table, like not, increment and decrement operator are higher in precedence. That means if they are present in any expression, they would be evaluated first. Then multiply, divide and mod, then less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, then double equals to. So actually after this multiply, divide and mod, I forgot to write one more statement should be there, that is plus and minus, which I forgot to write over there. They are having the third highest precedence in the precedence of operators. I will show you what happens if there are more than one operators present and how the precedence is decided, and I will also tell you how to override the precedence. Suppose there are more than one operators and you know that a specific operator will be evaluated first, but you want some other to be evaluated first, then how you can do that. So that also I will explain you with help of a program. So let's see a program to show you the use of assignment operator, shorthand operator, and also about the precedence of operators. In this application program, so in this application program, we will show you the use of assignment, which we were using, assignment operator we were using from the beginning of our programs. Like here I have used an assignment operator. So what will happen, 20, which is on the right side of the assignment operator, will be assigned to a variable on the left side. Here it is a. But it's not like we can only provide literals, we can provide variables also, like this. So a will be assigned to b, or I should say value of a will be assigned to b, or it can be an expression like this. So first this expression is evaluated, one value will come over there for this given expression, it will be 120, and then that specific value will be assigned on the left side of the variable. You can see that by printing the value of a and b. Let's compile it by pressing Ctrl K, move to the project window and execute the program. Fine. So let's see shorthand assignment operator. I told you that if in an expression the left and right side both are having one common variable, like in this expression you can see the right side is having a, the left side is having a. So for such operations where the left hand side and right hand side are having the same variable, or in other terms we can say where the value to be evaluated or value to be operated and the variable both are same. So here we are operating on a and we are saving in a as well. So if both are same variable, then we can use a shorthand assignment operator. Like instead of writing a is equals to a plus b, we can write it as a plus equals to b. Similarly, if we write a multiply equals to b, then it will do a is equals to a multiplied by b. So let's see the output of a after this operation. And definitely what will be the output now? The output will be 120 multiplied by 20. Well, let's make it simple. Let's assign 10 in b, so that will become 30. Value of a will become 30 now. Let's see. So you can see that. So we have seen assignment operator and shorthand assignment operator. Now let's talk about precedence of operator. To understand this, I'm going to assign some other value to a and b. For example, let's see both are 2. Let's suppose both are 2. And let's create a third variable c, and let's do a plus b divided by a. So it's 2 plus 2 divided by 2. right? So as if it will be executed in a sequence, so for first 2 plus 2 will be uh, executed, and that will result into 4, which is divided by 2, that will result into 2. But shockingly, when we will run this program, the output will be 3. So focus on the last output. Okay. Let's try to do it with constant. So you get it. So I will tell you why it was not working with the variables. Actually, we were using same variables like a and b to be operated. If we would have used 3 different variables a, b and c, then output will definitely be 3, because 2 divided by 2 will result into 1, and when that 1 is added to 2, that is resulting into, okay, I got the answer. Earlier, why it was not working, when we were writing a plus b divided by a plus b divided by a, because that time a was 4, so the result was coming b divided by a, b was 2 divided by 4, resulting into 0, and 4 added to 0 was resulting into 4. So if we remove this and keep it as 2 and 2, then definitely we will get a result 3 over there. Got that? So this is how precedence is evaluated. But suppose we still want to perform a plus b first, and then we want to divide it by a. So what we can use this parenthesis. So parenthesis is having the highest precedence. If we will add anything in the parenthesis, if we will do anything in the parenthesis, then that operation will be evaluated first, and then rest of them. So now the output will be 4. Sorry, 2, not 4. My mistake. So 2 plus 2, that makes it 4, divided by 2, that makes it 2. So we have seen assignment operator, shorthand assignment operator, and of course precedence of operators. So that's it for this particular video tutorial. In this tutorial we have studied about operators, arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment decrement operators and their prefix and postfix version, assignment operator, shorthand assignment operator, and precedence of operator. That's it for this video tutorial. We will meet in the next video tutorial and discuss on the further topics. Thank you and happy programming. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video, leave comments, and any kind of suggestion or complaint that you want to give, especially the suggestion, don't give the complaint, right? Okay, you can give both of them. I was just joking. So any kind of complaint or suggestion that you want to give, you can leave it as form of comments. Thank you and happy programming.